I I am a Christian. I've been a Christian for about 6 years now. However, my family are all Muslims. Practically every single person in my family is a Muslim. I grew up as a Muslim. I'd heard about this Jesus, as you do growing up, but never in my wildest dream would I ever believe that I would worship this Jesus. I grew up to pray 5 times a day, knowing God is Allah. Every week we would go to the mosque. On Sundays we'd actually go to what we call as-salatu. I don't really know what the translation of that is, but it's basically a class where we went, we were taught Arabic and the Quran and how to pray and those kind of things, and that was just very normal, very normal. And then one day, one of my friends started talking to me about Jesus. She was Christian, obviously. At first I was really angry because I just felt like she was trying to convert me to her way of thinking, and you know, I'm a Muslim. But gradually, as she started talking more and more, I started to get more and more curious. I started wanting to know more, started asking more questions, and then it eventually got to the point where she invited me to come to church with her, and I said yes. And when I went to church, it was amazing. I honestly can't even describe what it was. When I was in church, I felt something I've never ever felt before. I've been going to as-salatu for so many years, and it was very much routine. I know what time I'm going to get there, I know what we're going to do, I know when we have our breaks, everything. Even the praying is routine. You say certain things in a certain order, but when I got to church, I just felt this peace, this liberty. It was like, I've got to be here. This is where I've got to be. This is where I'm meant to be. So what my parents did was, my brothers were actually forbidden from going to church, and that was just it. They were not allowed to go, and I know that they were taking out the frustration that they couldn't stop me or my brothers by stopping them. But I thank God that gradually over time they started to be a bit more accepting of it, and they started to let my brothers come to church as well. Now my mum she's sort of okay with it. She's of the opinion that it's all the same, it's the same God really, although she would prefer for me to be a Muslim. My dad, on the other hand, is still really not happy about it. That relationship that we had is gone. I was so close to my dad, and it's not the same anymore. And when he talks to me, when he looks at me, I can just see that disappointment, and it's really sad. But I'm a Christian, that's who I am.